This is the game we're having today. It's going to be on this battlefield here. This is our mission rule. It's taken hold. I just don't have the cards, so it's Minefields, Dawn of War, and Taken Hold. Today I'm using the Necrons. I have 3 just Locust Destroyers, 3 Scorpack Destroyers with the Scorpack Lord. We're playing no enhancements today. We have 5 Immortals, 2 squads of Scarabs, 5 more Immortals, and they're led by a Technomancer, and 5 Lichguard led by Overlord. He has the Void Scythe and the Resurrection Orb. Over here is Rumour's World Eaters, the same list as last time, just to get used to it. She has 2 groups of 3 Exalted 8-bound. They're green because they used to be Salamanders, but they've fallen to the World Eaters. I have to get them painted, but then we have a group of 5 Berserkers with Karn Betrayer, but he used to be Adrax Agatone, but he is now Adrax the Betrayer. And we have a Lord on Juggernaut. And then we have some Jackals and 5 more Berserkers. And that's 750, I do believe. I think I'm 740. Now we're going to roll for deployment. So who deploys?
I didn't know you got these little things.
I do. That's a 3. So now you need to roll. 5. You get to choose who deploys first. So we'll be back after deployment. For deployment, we're going to put Adrax, Karn, the Betrayer, whatever, in the corner of her Berserkers, Exalted 8-bound, and her World Eaters Juggernaut, Jackals, and another group of her other group of Exalted 8-bound and Berserkers over there. And this is the Necrons. I'm just using the Awakened Dynasty. We're not using any stratagems. I think next game we'll start throwing some stratagems in possibly. But this is the Lichguard with the Overlord, with the Resurrection Orb. Scorpack Lord to Scorpack Destroyers. The Immortals, the Locust Destroyers, Scarabs, the Immortals with some Scarabs in front of them, and the Technomancer with the Immortals. And that is our deployment. And if you look closely, you'll be able to see a few hints of what the next army could be versus Rumour next week. All right. Back after movement. Now we have to see who goes first.
Okay.
Where's your die? There it is. All right. So, a 2.
Ooh, spicy.
2 again. That's the same as last time we had to do. Whoops. Well, that was a 6, but a 3. Well, World Eaters go first.
Yay.
Rumour goes first, and let's see what her cards are. She draws 2, so you draw 2 cards off the top. And then you can flip them over and see what they are. You have engage in all fronts and no prisoners. So this is Rumour's movement phase. She rolled for her corn Yahtzee 3 6s and some 2 2s and a couple other numbers, but so she just took advance in charge and +2 to move. So I asked her if she wants to go aggressive or defensive. She went aggressive, so she advanced all the way across the board. She's in the middle here, and she didn't get a good advance here, so she kind of decided to stay back and be kind of counter charge. But the Exalted 8-bound moved up, the Juggernaut moved up, the Exalted 8-bound got a really good advance, and the Berserkers with Adrax, the Betrayer, got an advance right there. So she's hoping to get some charges on these units back here and possibly onto my deployment zone. So we decided, because she had the movement, just to put Rumour's Exalted 8-bound there to try to get a charge into my home field objective. So, and then we're going to charge, she wants to charge those Exalted 8-bound into those Immortals. So we're going to do the charges. It's just 2 charges. We're just going to do those on camera. She's going to leave her World Eaters Juggernaut, or he's going to just stay on that objective.
Yep.
All right, Rumour, so you're going to roll 2 dice for your first one is over here. And we're going to see what we get. That's 7. That will definitely get you on there. And then let's roll this for this other one by the home field objective. You probably need like a 5.
5. Yeah, try.
6. All right, we will come back. The charges made, Bush made both charges, so we'll come back at the end of the melee phase and see what happens. Right, so Rumor, she made her charge here. Yep, and she killed those immortals quite easily and then piled into these Locust Destroyers. They fought back and did 2 wounds. She saved both of them. Over here, I rolled pretty well with my Feel No Pain to the Technomancer, so I was able to keep 1 immortal alive, which is important because I'll be able to bring him back to life next turn. Alright, I will be back with the Necron movement phase. Here I'm going to do my Necron draw for turn 1. We have no prisoners, oddly the same as the World Eaters, and investigate signals. We'll see about that one, but we'll move on to the movement phase. We'll come back once I'm done that. So the Necron movement phase, pretty basic here. I just move my destroyers over here to try to engage these Exalted 8-bound. I moved back my destroyers. They fell back, so we won't be able to shoot. These Necrons failed their battle shock, and I only rolled 1 for my resurrection protocol, so that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
And then the Lich Guard moved up to this objective here. And that's what the battlefield looks like now. And I'm going to go on to my shooting phase. So I'm going to just do my charges. I'm going to charge the destroyers into the Exalted 8-bound here. And make it in with a 5. And then we have, they are going to charge into the Exalted 8-bound. And they get 2. Luckily, they're right at the door, so they're also going to move in. And then these scarabs down here will also charge into these Exalted 8-bound and just try to keep them gummed up.
What do destroyers need?
4. They need like a 2 or 3. They only made a 4. It's pretty low charges. My destroyers mopped up the Exalted 8-bound, but I wasn't able to do any wounds with my destroyers, and she mopped up the rest of my immortals. So that is the end of my turn. On to the World Eaters' turn 2. Rumor drew Storm Hostile Objective and Tempting Target. I'm going to make this right over here the Tempting Target. Alright, we'll be back at the end of World Eaters' movement phase. World Eaters' movement phase. Rumor just moved her jackals up here so she could, because this objective's sticky anyway, so she could grab that objective as well. She moved her Juggernaut over close to these Lich Guard, as well as these Berserkers up to attack these Lich Guard and hopefully get that objective. And these Berserkers move towards the Destroyers. These guys have stayed back here to finish off the last Scarab Swarm. Alright, we'll be back after... Well, there's no real shooting to be done. A couple plasma guns, but we'll be back. Alright, Rumor's going to do the charge for the fire-off Berserkers into the Lich Guard. She probably needs a 3 or a 4.
It's a big moment.
It is a big moment. You need to make these charges.
I hope.
Make that one. And then your Juggernaut probably needs a 4 to make it in as well.
Okay. Ouch!
It's a 3.
That hurt.
You can re-roll that one if you want for a re-roll point, if you like.
Yeah, I would.
Alright, so we'll bring that down to 2. Because we're just using re-rolls for these command points. Alright, roll it again.
Both of them?
Yep, both of them again. You make it on an 8. And then your last charge, you probably need 6. So that one has failed.
That hole.
Well, back after the end of the melee phase. So over here, she killed all my Lich Guard and brought my Overlord down to 1 wound. I hit back with my Void Scythe and brought the Juggernaut down to 1 wound as well. On to Necron's turn 2. Right, so we're going to do our Necron turn 2 draw. I need some good cards because she scored both of those scores, Storm Hostile Objective and Tempting Target. So I have Secure No Man's Land, maybe doable, but I don't know. And Capture Any Outpost, that probably is not going to happen. On to my movement. For my movement phase, I failed Battle Shock, so I'll put a little token here. Boop. Failed battle shock, so I couldn't fall back and shoot the Juggernaut with a destroyer. So my destroyers just move on to the objectives so we can shoot at these Exalted 8-bound. Scarabs moved up to move block. Hopefully these 8-bound will get onto my objective. And my Corpec destroyers went and are going to go after Adrax's unit of betrayers. I'm just going to ignore the middle for now and ignore this for now. Alright, on to my shooting. So we're going to summarize the shooting and charging everything, shoot melee all in one phase this time. So we're getting low on units. So my destroyers, they shot at the Exalted 8-bound, did nothing.
Yep.
My Scorpec destroyers charged Adrax and his berserkers. You can see they're not there, but also I don't have many destroyers left since Adrax fought on death. And he killed 3 destroyers. Even with the reroll, I lost all my destroyers.
His dad's really sad about it.
Very sad, yes. So we're going to move on to World Eater's turn 2. And this is what our board looks like. It's looking rough for me. All right, on to the World Eaters. Turn 3. All right, so we're going to draw. Rumor wants to draw her cards.
This is called drawing time, right? Pick a card. Secure no man's land.
Secure no man's land and aerial denial. More fantastic cards for Rumor.
Yes.
This score right now, I think, is
Like 30.
53 to 17 now. Yeah, he's got our 15 more points on primary. Well, it's looking rough. This is, I forgot to do it, so show you guys. This is Rumor's Corniazzi. She got 3 1s and the 2 6s, so she is going to use the 3 1s for lethal hits and the 2 6s for sustained hits. These charges pretty much can't fail. Her movement phase, she just moved up here with the World Leader Juggernaut to try to put pressure on these destroyers. And these Exalted 8-bound are going to charge the Scarabs and the Scorpec Lord. So let's roll the Scorpec Lord charge first.
Alright. What am I looking for again, Dad?
Doesn't matter. You need probably you pretty much can't fail. The higher numbers means you can wrap me up better.
Alright. Please don't get a 1. Pretty crappy. Oh!
5.
No.
It's good. And roll the other one. You can't fail that one either. But just if you get a good high number, you could wrap around to the objective. 6. So let's see what we can do with that, and then we'll come back at the end of the melee phase. All right, so we're just gonna do just some of the comment on camera, just start testing it out some. So this is the Exalted 8-bound into the Scorpec Lord. She's just using 2 of her guys right now for the Chain Fist. So we have 8 attacks with the charge. So you're going to roll, hit, and looking for... It'd be good if I see it. Looking for 3s.
Thanks.
So...
Alright. Ugh.
You take out anything that's not a 3.
I mean, actually, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty
and
good.
then your strength 14, so you need 2s to wound me. So you roll, pick them up again, and look for 2s.
Gosh, stay in the board. Oh, spicy.
That's every one of them.
Spicy.
That's 7. So let's just kind of go over here. And my Scorpic Lords are 4 up, so I'm looking for 7 of these bad boys.
So everyone, let's hope Dad does not get...
So I need 4s. I fail a
You
lot.
failed.
I'm going to use...
badly.
Even with the reroll, I think he is dead. He is. Yeah, even if I spent a CP to reroll this one and got a 5, he still takes 6 wounds, which is him exactly to dead.
Oh, Dad.
I think that might be the end of the game, but we'll be back at the end of the turn just to kind of see what's going on. And we forgot to do the combat over here. So it was my turn, so Rumor got to swing back first. And I made all my saves except for 1, even with the reroll, so it kills my Overlord.
Goodbye.
Darn. The Locust Destroyers, and they hit back and did nothing. And so we're going to see what my draw is, because right now it is 66 to 22. So if I don't get a really good draw, Storm hostile objective. I only have 2 units on the board. One was just a Locust Heavy Destroyers, and one was not Scarab Swarm, so they ain't going to be doing nothing. And Defend Strongholds. I mean, I might be able to get that one, but I don't know. All right, so I think we'll probably call this. I don't even that would get me up 5 points, and I only got 5 for the primary, and the next turn I think Rumor will probably mop up the rest of the Necrons. So this was another good game by Rumor. Next week we have another army. Like I said, there's hints on the board, and we'll throw something a little more competitive at her. Maybe we'll throw in some stratagems just to, like I said, I like to spice it up, and I want it to be kind of easier matchups for her just at first, just so she could get used to playing and not feel bummed out about losing all the time or something like that. So this is another fun game, me and my daughter Rumor, and so thank you for stopping by, and see you next week.